What's up guys, in this video I'll be showing you guys how to check for exhaust leaks and how to fix them. This is a 77 K10, it has a 350 small block Chevy in it, and I believe I know where the exhaust leak is. It is on the headers up by the motor and down by the collector, and I believe there's even a hole in the header, so I'm going to see if I can weld that up real quick. And I have some exhaust gaskets, but I don't know if they're the right ones, so let's give it a shot. Alright guys, sorry for the wind noise. But the first step of looking for an exhaust leak is looking around for any black residue on the exhaust, as you can see right here, and you can even see it separates and there's a hole right there in the header. You want to go around the whole exhaust and look for black smoke. I know there's two places on this one side, back there and back here, and they could be anywhere. They could be down underneath the car, but I know that there's none down there, so I'm going to start up the truck and see if we can see smoke coming out of these holes. Alright guys, so I've removed the header from the truck, and this was the gasket that was holding the header to the head. And as you can see in the back corner, this is just completely blown away, and you can tell that there's definitely exhaust leaks in all of the cylinders. There wasn't even a gasket down by the collector, and now up close you can definitely see where the header has cracked. And from what I've looked through, that was the only port that is cracked. You can check and make sure there's no other pinholes or cracks in a exhaust by shining a light through the bottom, and you'll be able to see the light through the header. The pipe has split from the manifold right here, and so I'm going to clean up all of this area, and I'm going to try to use the manifold to melt in and with some filler rod and try to fill in all of this gap and give it a good weld, and hopefully that'll be stronger than it was before, and that'll fix our leak. Alright, so I now have the material cleaned up, and I'm just going to quickly try to TIG weld all this back together the best we can and see how it works. Back the pipe to the flange, and I used a light and shined it on the outside and looked inside of the pipe, and you can see that there's no light coming through anymore. And then I took a sander and just sanded down these flange ports, which go up to the motor, so that way it has a good seal on it. And I checked all the other ports while I was at it, and none of them have any light shining through them. So now we just got to throw it back on the truck and put new gaskets on and see how it runs. Alright, so now I have the head back down in the engine bay, and before I start putting in all the studs, you always want to make sure to put antifreeze on them because they are in the exhaust and they get really hot. A lot of them get stuck in there, and it will also make threading them in really easy when you have it on there.